The animated shows that millennials watched as kids completely altered their brain chemistry. Like, if your favorite was the Powerpuff Girls, now you name your houseplants after your exes so you can say things like, Jeremy's wilting again. And you regularly pretend to take phone calls just to avoid small talk, even though your ringtone is always set to silent. You peaked in your manifestation era. Now every bad thing that happens makes you wonder if you accidentally wished for this life as a kid. You have this uncanny ability to pick the longest line at any checkout and you stick with it like it's some sort of endurance test. Anytime you walk out of a store without buying anything, you feel like you just committed a federal crime. You have main character energy but background character success, and you unironically call yourself a himbo. You've trained yourself to nod politely during conversations while internally wondering how many jelly beans it would take to fill a bathtub. You're just an absurdist with unprocessed trauma. You stand in your hallway longer than necessary staring at your feet just to see if someone you live with will ask you what's wrong. Now your flight or fight response activates every time you hear a wind chime. You had a Hot Topic rewards card before you had a driver's license, and now your love language is inflicting discomfort. You hoard random junk like it's about to be currency in a post-apocalyptic barter system. You're somehow nostalgic for an era you can barely remember, and yes, that one thing that happened in 2003 was absolutely the start of your villain arc. You wanted to build robots as a kid, but now you can barely change a light bulb without Googling it first. You overthink your posture in group photos because someone once tagged you in one where you looked like a cardboard cutout of yourself. And if you're like, but Auntie Tawny, what if I'm all of them? Well, honey, that just means your personality is a patchwork quilt of unprocessed trauma, unrealized brilliance, and the kind of personality quirks that would make Kant rework his entire philosophy on the limits of logic. Also, unclench your jaw.